What's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Julia. I'm a NASM certified personal trainer and I love sharing all things health, fitness, and lifestyle with you all. So if you're into videos like that, make sure you're subscribed. But in today's video, we're gonna be talking about all things deload week. I'm currently in a deload week and I've been getting tons of questions about what a deload week is. So that's exactly what we're gonna cover in today's video. What it is, who they're good for, what they're good for, and how I personally go about my deload weeks. So if you're interested in any of that, stay tuned and let's get into it. All right, for starters, what is a deload week? Basically, it's a purposeful week where you're still active, you're still training, you're still getting movement in, but at a way lower intensity, typically around a 40 to 50% intensity level. And this is done to prevent burnout, prevent overtraining, prevent plateaus. It can aid in recovery and it can actually help you make progress. But I do want to preface by saying, deload weeks are for your person who is very consistent. They never miss a workout. They're always sticking to their training split. This isn't really for people who are consistently kind of missing a week of workouts every few weeks. Like those people already kind of have built-in deload weeks. Deload weeks are really for your super consistent, always sticking to their routine people so that they can prevent that overtraining and prevent plateaus. Because when you have this purposeful week of deloading, lower intensity, it kind of helps you skip that plateau part of your training and just kind of keep progressing. And along with saying this is for your people who are very consistent, it is also something that should be taken based on how you feel. So you're really gonna need to learn how to listen to your body and listen to the signals your body is sending you to kind of know when your body needs a deload week. This was something I was not good at all when I first started being my own personal trainer and training on my own. But through a lot of trial and error and lots of time in the gym, I have learned to kind of listen to my body's signals, listen to how my body feels, and now I know when my body needs that deload week. And when it comes to a good time frame for a deload week, a good rule of thumb is every 8 to 12 weeks. So if you're not someone who's really mastered listening to your body yet, I definitely recommend that 8 to 12 week range, especially if you're someone who's extremely consistent. For a lot of my more serious, more consistent clients, I make them take deload weeks every 12 weeks. Typically those clients are on 12-week programs. They do their full 12 weeks. I give them a built-in deload week before they start their next 12 weeks. And it truly makes such a big difference in their progress and how they feel. Like they always love having those deload weeks, and it makes them even more excited to get back into their full training when the next 12 weeks starts. And I'm sure a lot of you are wondering what exactly you should be doing during a deload week. So you still want to move, you still want to get exercise in, you still want to get your blood flowing. You don't just want to take the week off, and you don't just want to throw all your healthy habits out the window, okay? You should still be practicing all of those healthy habits, just once again, training at a lower intensity. So for a lot of people, this is just doing some active recovery movement, maybe some low intensity, steady state cardio, maybe some mobility, maybe still training just at a way lower intensity and just really focusing on like the skill training part of it. So really good form, focusing on your technique, maybe improving your form and technique with lighter weight exercises or even body weight exercises. So you're still moving, you're still getting your exercise in, and you can even still stick to your same routine, just at a way lower intensity. And by purposely spending a few days or a week doing this lower intensity exercise and more restorative movement, you're really helping your body avoid plateaus. And if you didn't know, a plateau is basically like a sudden stall or just like a standstill in your progress. So if your goal is losing weight, you're no longer losing weight. If your goal is getting stronger and building muscle, you're not lifting any heavier, you're not gaining any muscle mass. Like your progress just pauses. And this is super common. It happens to a lot of people. It's a normal part of the training process, but once you learn when to take that deload week by listening to your body, it'll really help you avoid these plateau phases and just continue making progress. Yes, you're not lifting heavier that week during your deload week because you are purposefully going lighter. You're purposefully lowering that intensity so that the next week you come back even better, even stronger, like even more energized and ready to get after those workouts. And a lot of my clients can really attest to this because at first, some of them were very against the deload week. You know, they're like, I've been going so strong for 12 weeks. Why all of a sudden do you want me to like stop what I'm doing? And I have to explain to them, it's not that you're stopping what you're doing, it's that you're really helping yourself. You're better preparing yourself for the next 12 weeks. And your body is gonna thank you. It's gonna feel so much better. And once they kind of accepted that and went through their deload week and felt how their body felt after that week, they now like ask for a deload week between each of their 12-week programs. And of course I give it to them. It's built in anyway, but it is really something that once you start incorporating into your training every 8 to 12 weeks, you will notice a difference. And I'm sure a lot of you are wondering how I personally go about my deload weeks. Since I am such a creature of habit and such a consistent person, I personally love sticking to my same exact training split, just lowering the intensity a ton. So I still have my Monday leg days, Tuesday push days, Wednesday active recovery, Thursday second leg day of the week, Friday back day, Saturday active recovery, Sunday rest day. I still follow that same split, just at a way lower intensity. So I take the weight way down, or even do some body weight exercises in there. I take the reps and the sets way down, and I'm really just focusing on form, good quality movements, quality over quantity always, okay? Form is always key, but it's way easier to focus on form when you're working with way lighter weight. And it was funny because I was actually doing a leg day yesterday in the gym, and my weights were so incredibly light. But as I was going through the exercises, I was like, you know what? I actually feel this more where I'm supposed to be feeling it than I do when I'm working with heavier weights. And I think it's just because that mind-muscle connection is so much stronger when that's all you're really focusing on. So that's another reason why I really appreciate these deload weeks. And that's just how I personally go about doing them. And like I said, I'm a creature of habit. I love consistency. And for me, if I get off track, off my routine, like I just don't feel like myself. And I can't even remember the last time this happened, probably back when I was injured in college or something. But when I'm off my routine, it's a lot harder to get back onto my routine. So that's another reason why I just love sticking with my same training split and just being my normal training self, just taking the intensity way down. And it just feels so much better that next week. And I feel like I'm so much stronger from taking the deload week. Last little note about how I personally plan my deload weeks. If you know me, you know I am extremely type A. I think that's why I'm so consistent and such a creature of habit. Like it's almost type A to a fault, but I roll with it, you know? I love a good plan. I love a schedule. And if something is controllable, I am going to control it. However, I also love taking vacations and traveling and trying to go with the flow, but I'm not good at it. But anyway, when it comes to vacations and traveling, I make sure I am so extremely consistent leading up to that trip so that when it is time to take that trip, my body is begging and needing a deload week. It's like the perfect timing. So I give it to my body. I bring some light resistance bands. I still get some movement in because I'm not a chill person. As much as I try to be a chill person when I'm with other people at like a chill vacation, I just can't do it, okay? I get so antsy. I can't sit still for long periods of time, and I just don't feel good when I'm chilling. So I still get my movement in. I walk around, I go on hikes, I explore wherever we are, and I do get light exercise, light movement in with some resistance bands in the hotel room, or maybe there's even a hotel gym I can go to and get a quick 20-minute workout in. Nothing crazy. I don't like plan my day of vacation around my workout. It's just something I do if I have the time for it, which I always do because I wake up super early. But anyway, I'm going off on tangents. If you're someone who vacations, plan your deload weeks around those vacations. It also puts a lot less stress on you to try to get workouts in when you're on vacation. And I do this with a lot of my clients, and it really helps them continue making progress while also feeling their best when on vacation. So that's just a little tip if you're someone who's pretty consistent, needs some deload weeks here and there, and wants to kind of match them up with their vacation timeline. And for anyone out there who thinks you may lose some strength during that deload week, just know that you won't. If you were consistently training and consistently strength training during those 8 to 12 weeks leading up to that deload week, you are not gonna lose any strength during that week. Like 8 to 12 weeks of consistent training, consistent progress is not gonna be erased in 1 week of doing a little bit lower intensity exercise. And there was actually a research study done, I might be butchering this, but I believe they had people exercise for 3 weeks in a row, then take a deload week. 3 weeks in a row, take a deload week. And they didn't notice any type of decrease in strength from that deload week. They actually just continued making progress 3 weeks on, 1 week off. I'm not saying just train that way, but you can still make incredible progress if you're super consistent leading up to that deload week. So just know you're not gonna lose all your strength doing 1 week of deload. And I also feel like I need to reiterate on this again because I didn't touch on it long enough, but a deload week is not just a week off, you know? You shouldn't be sitting on the couch eating junk food. You should still be keeping your healthy habits and still be moving your body. And even though you're not working out as hard or burning as many calories, you still wanna make sure you are fueling your body with nourishing foods so that it can repair, rebuild, and recover, and you feel fueled and energized and ready for that next week. All right, I'm gonna wrap this video up. Long story short, a deload week is basically just a purposeful week of exercise where your intensity is lowered. This is done for your benefit so that you keep making progress. It does kind of come down to listening to your body and knowing when your body needs that deload week. But if you're someone who hasn't fully learned how to listen to your body, some signs to look for would be you're feeling weaker, you're feeling more sore than normal, you're unable to consistently lift pretty heavy weights, maybe you're just super unmotivated and don't want to get your workouts in, but normally you do. Those are just a few signs you can kind of look for, pay attention to. And if your body's giving you those signs, maybe it's time for a deload week. If you have any other questions about deload weeks, please leave them down below. I would love to help you out. I would love to answer them. These are my favorite types of videos to make. So if you have any other topics you want to learn about, please let me know because I would love to make those videos. But I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, don't forget to give it a like, make sure you're subscribed, and I will see you all next time.